Pretty much the writing is on the wall. Look at this, what Fox News' Chad Pergram putting out there from Russell Vought, the director of the United States Office of Management and Budget, saying OPM says government will shut down at midnight Eastern there. So that is where we are at right now. That writing continues to be on the wall. You can hear it. And the voices from the Democrats and the Republicans, they know that this clock is winding down. You take a look at where we're at right now, 4 hours and 13 minutes. And when you were hearing from the Democrats and the Republicans, well, it just seems like you might as well just speed that time up because it's going to hit zero and the deadline will be there and a government shutdown will be happening. So let's bring in our next guest to help break it all down for us. This is Helen Huiskes with NOTUS. Thanks for being with us on LiveNOW. And yeah, you could really hear it in the voices from both Democrats and Republicans that they know that this is coming down, not to a wire, but really coming to a moment where it is going to have a government shutdown. But why is it the case now? So many times in the past, we've seen that. And then, you know, in the 11th hour, they come to a agreement. Why aren't we there right now?
Well, it seems that the Democrats did hold the line this time. There was a few more Democrats that voted with the Republicans this time around than a couple of weeks ago when they tried to pass the CR the first time. So they had more defectors, but they did continue to, they blocked the CR again. The healthcare demands that they have, Democrats say have gotten only, more pressing in the months since Trump took office, and they're intent on making sure that Republicans include them and include their demands in any kind of legislation.
Yeah, I mean, this is the classic who's going to blink first, right? And the Democrats didn't blink and Republicans not blinking, and here we are. So I guess the really next big question is, when the government shutdown happens, just how long could it go?
Well, we'll see. For now, the Senate is not voting again tonight. As far as we know, they will most likely be voting tomorrow and later this week, but the House doesn't return until next week. So if they were going to negotiate any kind of deal, any kind of concessions for Democrats, the House would have to vote on it again, meaning the shutdown will most likely go for at least a week until the House is back to vote on something new, unless something changes in subsequent votes.
And for Republicans, it seems like the big point that they did not want to come into an agreement with the Democrats is they feel that the funding for illegal immigrants' health care is a no-starter. And they did not want to go there. Also, the $1 trillion price tag as well, among other things, is not working out, just to extend for what, go into about 3 weeks for November.
Yeah, Democrats have repeatedly said that claim, the Republicans claim that the Democrats want to put illegal immigrants on federally funded healthcare is false, but the Republicans are also don't want to have a clean they want to have a clean CR. They don't want to have a CR that adds any kind of policy, anything. The Republicans have have the CR that passed in the House that doesn't include any new funding except for some member security. And so their argument is that this CR is just to keep the government open while bipartisan negotiations continue on the rest of the government funding, which would be a bipartisan negotiation. And the Democrats want to feel that the healthcare concerns that they have are too pressing to put down the road for 7 weeks.
And what did you think of the talking point from Republicans tonight saying that there wouldn't be a government shutdown if President Trump wasn't the president, meaning that Democrats really want to try to put the blame on him and show him as having a government shutdown?
Republicans and Democrats both want to make the case that the president is on their side. After yesterday's White House meeting, several Democrats who I spoke to were saying that they felt that the president was hearing their concerns. And then at the same time, after the meeting, the president was tweeting out some AI deep fakes that then they also had some issues with. So it's a little bit unclear whether Democrats feel that they have any kind of support from the president, but Republicans definitely want to put the blame on Democratic leadership, and Democratic leadership wants to put the blame on Republican leadership.
Yeah,
primarily.
We're definitely seeing a lot of finger pointing right now in D.C., but what we're not seeing, Helen, is the pizza coming in. Usually that is the sign of that a deal would be maybe worked out sometime close to midnight, but no pizza delivery, right? The catering order not coming through, government shutdown happening.
It seems that way. Yeah, it seems that this is the last vote for the evening. So usually the things go right up until midnight with the shutdown here on the Hill. But this year, I must be different, and they've settled it. They've closed things down for the day.
There it is. Helen Huiskes, thanks so much for joining us on Live Now from Fox. We really appreciate your input as always. You take care, and this probably won't be the last time that we speak in the next week or so. So we appreciate it.